these questions are somewhat, the way it is sort of presented, I can sort of understand that is from someone who is very hungry for knowledge, hungry for Dharma, wants to know this, know that, know this, know that. And knowledge is infinite. So there's a lot of things to know. How we can increase awareness. From a very ordinary perspective, awareness is being able to observe without any prejudice yourself, your mind, how you're behaving, how you're thinking, what you're thinking. That would be the ordinary way of understanding what awareness is.
Increasing the awareness is not just a simple things. The basic need is to cut down the attachment. And then on top of that, another important factor is to developing the shamatha meditations, the shine meditations, to handling mental agitations. So that kind of all the causes of disturbance.
So this starts with meditation. So at the very beginning, one uses some sort of a support to stabilize one's mind, and this is the shamatha meditation.
Increase awareness is through practice of their four foundations, ordinary four foundation and extraordinary four foundation. This helps to increasing awareness, because awareness without ignorance, so realize shunyata or emptiness. But this through four foundations can help to increasing awareness.
In Kagyu tradition, we have shine as a part of our development as a spiritual practitioner. In Lojong practice, it is incorporated. When you finish your ngonro, shine is introduced. Shine is also part of Mahamudra. One is not a proper vessel without a good shine.
So that kind of a process is rather long and might not, always success. But if you can able to learn the shine and practice shine well, eventually the awareness will be always present. Mindfulness is always being within the oneself. So then the disturbance may not able to destruct.
Without being aware of one's body, speech and mind, one is completely blinded by one's own ego trip and attachment and aversion. And a lot of things that comes out from one's mouth is just all driven by, is stemmed from, is based on ego trip. So it's really not helpful in your role as whatever role you have. It is going to really tarnish your role. If you were self-aware, then you would know exactly what to say. You would know exactly what to be at a given moment.
So once you develop that well, the awareness will naturally comes.
So when you meditate, what you're developing awareness. So what is liberation, enlightenment and Mahamudra?
Enlightenment means everything is complete beyond of samsara or beyond of sorrow. So enlightenment is perfect. Enlightenment is peaceful and also full of compassion and loving kindness, and also benefit for all others. Not only self-enlightenment.
Not having any desire. If you come to a position where you don't have any desires at all, it's a very interesting position, because you do not have any more things you need. You have become needless.
Mahamudra itself is a name of the enlightenment, So you can't sort of differentiate Mahamudra and enlightenment. When you accomplish the realizations of total Mahamudra, in that moment you actualize the Vajradhara, and that Vajradhara itself is an enlightened aspect, enlightened.
So if you completely exhaust, yes, completely finish all the causes for wanting, that would be liberation. What is the best way for lay people to reach enlightenment?
Best is to meditate to Shine and Lamdong, and also meditate impermanent and also of Buddha's teaching.
There's no specific difference I can find between layperson and monks.
To achieve enlightenment, one has to first be ready to look at oneself. One has to really be brave and look at how you are and who you are. And a lot of the times at the very beginning, then you would see a lot of unpleasant things, things that you would not really admire about yourself. You would think, wow, I didn't think that I had that.
So long as determination, diligence, and intelligence. So once you have that, and then on top of that, you meet the right guru, right master to give you the transmission and instruction.
And there are lots of techniques and methods presented in the Dharma.
So all sentient beings can be possible to get enlightenment, but without practice cannot attain.
After all, enlightenment is nothing but a complete perfection of the quality that is already in us. Awareness being one of the qualities. Yes, the path to liberation exists in Dharma, and one simply has to put that and integrate that in our own life and to develop the quality in us.
Sravakayana, Mahayana, and Vajrayanas. These are three different levels of practice, I can say. It is just like a three-story building.
We say lower and middle and high. So Hinayana is a little bit lower, more self-thinking. Middle one is also self with meditate of its independence. And then higher is Bodhisattva. They call the practice shunyata or emptiness, paramita meditate. Then more higher is Vajrayana. Vajrayana is the highest one, to visualize self as deities, and also lot of mantras and recitation and prayers, and also inner practice called Tsa. Tsa means Varna and Bindu and meditating. These are higher tantras.
One Vajrayana practitioners, they have to observe, they have to go through the Mahayana's view and Sravakayana's the conduct, and then Vajrayana's method. So this is kind of combinations.
So this all Buddha's teaching. Buddha give to disciple different way benefit to them. So they are not much different.
Only difference is Sravakayana is you won't get enlightenment, but you will only liberated. You will achieve Arahant. And Mahayana, you will get enlightenment for the sentient beings. And Tantra is you will get enlightenment, same enlightenment, but faster.
Why we need to pilgrimage to holy Buddhist places?
It depends how you look at it. Yeah, every holy places we go, it's somehow connected with Buddha, Bodhisattva, great masters, or some kind of tantric idams or whichever protectors.
Buddha Shakyamuni, most he came in this area, Bodh Gaya. Also near here, many others cemeteries, holy cemeteries, and many great Mahasiddhis cave in Nalinda, and also near here.
A realized being blesses an ordinary place and makes the ordinary place extraordinary.
Buddha and Bodhisattvas, great lamas visit and meditate and bless. They become holy, more great than other places.
So we are in Bodh Gaya. So this land is once where Buddha walked on. You just have to take a moment to really take that in.
Each place we go, then we start to do some kind of prayers, and we start to contemplate on that particular idams, guru, whichever, Buddha, and then we get more connected. We feel more closer.
We need support. We are very vulnerable people. Why do married couple have to celebrate anniversary? Why you as a father or as a mother have to give time on your children's birthday? Why? It's a support.
So in that way, the pilgrimage helps a lot.
So that's why you need to visit holy places. What is the benefit to come to attend Monlam?
If you want to get something, just by thinking that, just by aspiring that I want to get something, I won't get it. So to get that, what I need to go into the passage. I need to go to the path to reach that. So that's why the Mon is the aspiration, Malam is the passage to get the thing,
Monlam is usually aspiration to benefit all sentient beings. Because of all sentient beings with suffering and because ignorance, emotions. So this purifying.
Aspiration, making aspiration wishes is one of the practice of a bodhisattva.
These are actually a very important form of accumulations of wisdom and accumulations of merits in particularly.
Lamas, His Holiness 70 Karmapa and the other Rinpoche and monks and nuns out there gather it and they do chanting prayer for vision prayer.
Monlam is an event where not just one or two, but hundreds and hundreds of people from different walks of life, from different backgrounds, come together and they are bound by the same intention, not by race, not by language, but by intention and by aspiration. So that makes stronger.
Lama dance is normally entertainment.
This not ordinary dance, this keep a body, speech, mind pure.
Lama dance is a physical movement of a person manifesting the qualities of the deity.
Some say invoking blessing dance, some dance is purifying, some dance is for increasing wisdom.
What is it like to manifest qualities from the domain of non-dual, manifesting in the form of a dance? That would be Lama dance.
In the deep meanings of Lama dance is actually the yogi or the practitioners, when they get realizations through the creation parts of the meditations, appearing themselves in the gestures and the movements of the yidam or protectors.
Lama dance to bless to all sentient beings.
So in a way, it is also to create a connections for the general publics. They may not have a meditation abilities to create that kind of yidam, that kind of protectors, but somehow with the person who has gone through the ritual, they have some kind of inspiration arose, and that's how the connection's been made, which is also a good in that way. That is the actual meanings of the Lama dance.
Want you to understand is to educate yourself. You can ask questions, definitely, and my answer probably will summarize somewhat, but be aware how your mind is working, how you are thinking, how thoughts are arising in your mind and how it is captivating you. Because by being aware of that, you will learn so much from your own mind. There's infinite knowledge just present in the nature, it's just present in the reality. One just has to be perceptive and receptive to the knowledge that is right here. Nobody needs to be told what is this or what is that. One knows. One has the capacity to know everything. As Buddha said, I've shown you the path to liberation. Now it's up to you whether you want to walk on it or not.
Yeah.